Ladies and gentlemen, future leaders, change makers, and innovators, good morning. I am Joseph from the Times of India and your host for today. A day where the boldest ideas, the brightest minds, and the most inspiring journeys come alive. Welcome to the Times of India Unstoppable 21 second edition, presented by Reliance Foundation and supported by state partner Uttarakhand government. We are delighted to have the Union Minister for Communications and Development for Northeastern region, Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia, in our midst as the chief guest, despite of his prevailing health condition, and we are deeply grateful for that, sir. Since he is unwell, he will not be able to stay throughout the event and needs to leave soon after he addresses this gathering. I now request Mr. Vikas Singh, Executive Editor, The Times of India, to kindly felicitate the Union Minister, Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia. Yeah, can you kindly come on stage, please? That's the book. Thank you, Vikas. Can I now request the Honorable Minister to kindly address this gathering, please?
Distinguished guests present here today, my hosts, Executive Editor of The Times of India, Diwakar Asthanaji, Cabinet Member from Uttarakhand, members of The Times of India family, and most importantly, my young friends present here today, who represent not only the present of India, but the future of India. The theme of this event, Unstoppable 21. And unfortunately, I was down with viral, and I still am, but it couldn't stop me from attending the Unstoppable 21 function. Diwakarji called me yesterday and in his own subtle way was hoping against in every way that I would make it for the event. He then proceeded at 10 p.m. at night to persuade me to make a small video with when I had 103 fever, and I looked at that video and I said, I can't have that go on air. And so this morning I said, I will, irrespective of that, I will be here to meet my young friends who have done amazing, amazing stories. So all of you have pretty much shown that what it means to have truly crushed it and really laid the path for not only your future, your society's future, but in many terms, the country's future. And I do believe that the Times of India, by organizing an event like this, has gone way beyond its responsibility of being just a media house. The Times of India has had a very rich and illustrious legacy of public service. But it is one thing to look at just pure reportage, but another to really be able to set the narrative, to be able to set examples, to be able to elucidate the strong path that our country is walking on the strength of Gen Z seated before me today. And therefore, I'd like to thank Times of India from the bottom of my heart for this second edition of the Unstoppable 21, and I look forward to it going from strength to strength in the days to come. So we have amongst us the Unstoppable 21. Sounds like a group of superheroes, which it actually is, because you are representative of the huge talent bowl of our 35 crore Gen Z population across the length and breadth of our country. And the fact of the matter is that today each one of you represents the capability of our Amrit Pidi. You're living in a period where in many ways you all are driving the wave, setting the pace and rewriting the playbook for the Bharat that is to come, between the journey of Ma Bharati from her Amrit Kal to her Shatabdi Kal. The concept of Viksit Bharat 2047 is enshrined in all of you. And I actually envy you. I envy you because, as our Prime Minister says, this Amrit Pidi represents the potential of our country. You have a Prime Minister who is rooting for you. You have a Prime Minister who has your back. And you have a government that is rolling out tremendous opportunities for this Gen Z 35 crore population to be able to reach its full potential. And those schemes, from Startup India to Digital India, to the new education policy, to Pariksha Pe Charcha, across the board, are strategic doorways that will lend themselves to new explorations and new opportunities for all of you in this crucible of growth. So I really believe that this is your time in which the government has handed you the mic. The government is letting you own the stage. This is your time when the spotlight is on you, and it's your time, my young friends, to shine. And along with your shine, to ensure that the rest of India shines. Having had the opportunity to be educated at Harvard and Stanford, there are some vignettes that I'd like to put before you. For a long time, I've looked at an American behavioral economist, Richard Thaler, whose very famous nudge theory has shown how very small pushes in environments for youth can translate into metaphysical opportunities that change the paradigm for the world in science, in technology, in culture, in art, in the economy. And his nudge theory has been acclaimed worldwide. Now, what is the nudge theory? The nudge theory is small strategic interventions that allow people to grow to their potential. And one of the greatest examples of that today is Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla. At the age of 14 in 1999, after the Kargil War, he decided that he is going to work on ensuring that our borders are protected and work for societal good. He joined the NDA, after which he became a pilot. He then worked with ISRO. He then trained even in Russia. And today he carries the Tiranga on his arm in Antariksh, in spatial orbit for you. And this is a testament that small nudges in life can actually take your dreams into a new spatial orbit. And therefore, for all of you, as you proceed, you must look at those impulses, those paradigm shifts that can actually transform your potential in the days to come. I really do believe that success and ambition, which is what a lot of our youth are driven by today, needs sustenance by strong character. And there are 5 thoughts that I'd like to leave with you today. 5 thoughts that have been a very strong underpinning in my life, have guided me in principle, have pushed me to perform, and have also kept me rooted. And those 5 principles that I'd like to share with you is 1, build a very, very strong mind. The philosopher John Milton said, and I quote, "The mind is its own place, and it in itself can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven," unquote. In our own Sanskriti and our own Adhyatma, Guru Nanak Dev had said, "Man jeete, jag jeete." If you conquer your mind, you can conquer the world. And the same thoughts had been etched by Swami Vivekananda. So the first is build a sound mind. The second, always stay physically fit. The tension that you will undergo in your lives are going to be a multiple of what your parents have undergone. And therefore, being of sound mind and body is always paramount. The third, be spiritually rooted. Be very, very rooted to your morals, to your values that have been enshrined in you by your parents, and in your parents, more importantly, by your mother. माँ की ममता के आधार पर जो सिद्धांत और मूल्य हमारे आने वाली पीढ़ी में रेखांकित की जाती हैं, उन्हें सदैव अनमोल रत्न की तरह अपने हृदय के करीब रखना. You can compromise on anything in life, but never compromise with your principles and your morals. The fourth, and this is important, prioritize family time. In life, you will be juggling many balls. Most of those balls are either made of metal or of rubber. There's only one ball that's made of glass. And that ball comprises of your relationships, your family, your friends, your near and dear loved ones. And while you're juggling these seemingly crazy amount of balls, if that one glass ball drops, remember, you can never pick that up again. So keep those family relationships close to your heart and make time for family. And being communication minister, it's a little ironic that I'm saying this, but don't believe in just FaceTime. Make real time. Too many of us are substituting ये डब्बा जिसका मैं बहुत प्रचार करता हूं as a substitute for maintaining relationships. There's nothing that can replace pressing a hand, hugging someone, speaking eye to eye to someone. Too many of this young generation I'm seeing is getting obsessed with this box. And therefore, believe in maintaining relationships. The fifth and last piece of advice is keep learning and unlearning. The box of knowledge is one that is never fully discovered. And never believe that you know it all. Whatever you know, you must always have the capability to disarm yourself completely. Plead ignorance, and like a sponge, be osmotic and try and absorb. These are the 5 tenets that I've tried to keep very close to my heart. On this day, I want to celebrate the achievements of my Gen Z. I wish I could vibe with you more, but I want to extend my heartiest congratulations and tell all of you that you've got today the platforms, the policies, and the push. Now all you need is the passion and the persistence. Go forth, make your mark, carve your path, and take our country to new heights. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Minister, for this inspiring speech. Indeed, thank you for reminding us of the values which are so important in these days. Can I now request our guests of honor, Shri Saurabh Bahuguna, Minister of Animal Husbandry, Fisheries, Skill Development and Employment in the Uttarakhand Government, and Nupur Bahel, Head, Skilling and Employment, Reliance Foundation, and our distinguished jury this morning, Head of the Indian Institute of Science, Professor Govindan Rangarajan, Head of leading Carnatic music exponent, Sudha Raghunathan, noted author and columnist, Chetan Bhagat, and CEO of MAPMA India, Rohan Verma, to kindly come on stage, please. I would also request all the Unstoppables to come on stage for a photo op with the Minister, please.
So two final points I want to make before I leave. One, I'm so happy to see that on this stage in my Unstoppable 21, इस मंच पर पुरुष अल्पसंख्यक हैं और मेरी महिलाएं बहुसंख्यक हो गई हैं। और ये बात का प्रमाण है कि विकसित भारत 2047 में इस अमृत पीढ़ी में भारत माता की मशाल मेरी मातृशक्ति के हाथ में होगी। तो सभी को मेरे तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई। The second point I want to make is as we advance, we move into more into modernity and more into a new era. Keep your culture and Sanskriti close to your heart. इस मंच पर मेरा अनुमान है कि एक प्रस्तुतिकरण की जाएगी हिंदुस्तानी सभ्यता के आधार पर। तो जिस हिंदुस्तानी सभ्यता के मंच पर प्रस्तुति की जाती है उस पे कभी भी जूते पहन के नहीं आते, सदैव जूते उतार के आए जाते हैं। छोटी छोटी बात है पर ये हमारी वासुदेव कुटुंबकम की सोच और विचारधारा है। मुझे इस बात की बड़ी खुशी भी है कि कई मेरे बच्चे अपने अपने क्षेत्र के वेशभूषा में भी यहाँ उपस्थित हुए हैं। मैं उनको भी बधाई देना चाहता हूँ। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर हैविंग मी। गुड लक।
Unstoppable 21 is a celebration of India's youth who exemplify courage, talent, and determination in their journey to achieve greatness. This unique platform identifies and honors 21 exceptional young Indians, all aged 21 years or younger, who are already making a mark on the national and global stage. These individuals represent the spirit of an unstoppable India. Today, we shine the spotlight on 21 phenomenal individuals, disruptors, and innovators who didn't just dream big, they acted big. They are change makers who have defied the odds and are truly unstoppable. Let's begin this grand celebrations with a round of applause for all of our 21 unstoppable winners in this edition. I now invite Vikas Singh, Executive Editor, The Times of India, to come on stage, please, and introduce this initiative.
Morning. It's wonderful to see so many bright, cheerful young faces and also the proud family members. So a very warm welcome to all of you. I'd obviously like to thank Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia for being here with us despite the constraints. And it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Times of India to welcome our distinguished guests. So we have Shri Saurabh Bhoguna, who's the Minister of Animal Husbandry, Fisheries, Skill Development and Employment, Government of Uttarakhand. Also, Ms. Nupur Behel, Head of Skilling and Employment, Reliance Foundation. A big thank you to our very eminent jury who took the time and effort to help us out and generously shared their wisdom, expertise, and insights. Three of them also took the trouble to be here with us today, so a double sort of thanks to them. Srimati Sudha Raghunathan, Professor Govind Rangarajan, and of course, most of you would have read his books, Mr. Chetan Bhagat. Hi, Chetan. You know, your writing does such a great job of capturing the aspirations and angst of the young generation. I think we should give you an honorary Unstoppable 21 as well. Right. So, you know, now that we're here, that we're gathered, what exactly or who are the Unstoppable 21? Well, at the Times of India, we firmly believe that this century, the 21st century, will be the Indian century. We believe that the rise and rise of Unstoppable India will not only transform millions of lives, it will also reshape the world order. And this tectonic transformation will be driven by the 40% of this country's population, and I think about the 80% of the audience seated here, that is below 21. We wanted to honor and salute the spirit of this generation, a generation that is unlike any generation of Indians that has come before them. They're bold, they're fearless, they're entrepreneurial, they're technologically savvy. Where their elders would have seen uncertainty and shied away, they see opportunity and they run to embrace it. So we decided that we would pick out 21 people from this generation and honor them as representative of Unstoppable India. Now, there's a saying in India that if you are 1 in 1,000, that means there are 1,000,000 people like you, which gives you some idea of the kind of huge talent pool that's out there. And picking just 21 people from this was a really daunting task. But I must say, it was also very exhilarating and very inspiring. So the jury was kind enough to share a few nominations with us directly. We also invited applications. Thousands of applications came in. We sort of worked, you know, day and night, burned the midnight oil. Some of the jury members, incidentally, were on, you know, vacation abroad, and we called them up at odd hours and said, look, will you just go through this one more time, just go through one more round. And finally, we arrived at our final winners. When I went through their stories, and I'm sure when you also get acquainted with their stories, you'll agree with me that the future is a lot closer than we think. The future is here, and it's looking very good. These are indeed the times of India, Unstoppable India. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikas. I now request Shri Saurabh Bhoguna, Minister of Development and Employment, Government of Uttarakhand, to come and address the gathering. Thank you.
Namaskar and a warm greeting to everyone present here. It gives me immense joy and pleasure to be a part of this great event organized by Times of India Group. I would like to thank them, the eminent jury members who are present here, members of Times of India, parents, and the Unstoppable 21 to whom we are addressing today. And we are proud to be here and being a member of a community where we can also say at one point of time that when I was playing golf and I was representing the country, I didn't have these many opportunities like you guys have today. I'm sure Chetan Bhai is sitting here. When I was young, the policies were not that great. When I was playing golf and representing my country, the setups were not there. But today, I'm happy to see that the kids of today are getting every possible opportunity to perform and make sure that talent comes to full utilization because of their parents. I would like a huge round of applause for the parents, because हर जगह हम parents को भूल जाते हैं, who sacrifice a lot to get their kids to a stage where they can go to. The kids, for their commitment, for their values, for their hard work they're putting into their talent. See, there's one, I always remember one line when I used to play golf and I used to represent the country. I had a coach who used to tell me, Ki, the future belongs to the one who's consistent. The future doesn't belong to the one who's talented. The future doesn't belong to the one who's lucky. It belongs to the person who's ready to put in the hard work. It belongs to the person who is ready to be consistent. It belongs to the person who's ready to be committed towards its goals. And that's what you guys are. So I'm very happy to stand on this stage today and amongst you say these words that you are the future of our country. You are the one who's going to take our country forward. जो हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर की ड्रीम है, ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की विकसित भारत, वेरी वेल put in front of you by the previous speaker, ऑनरेबल ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया जी, that विकसित भारत तभी हो पाएगा जब भारत के 140 करोड़ और भारत के युवा शक्ति मिलकर उसको आगे बढ़ाएंगे. मैं आपसे 2-3 चीज़ों पे और बात करना चाहूँगा. देखिए, टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया ग्रुप, बहुत आपका मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि आपने इस इवेंट को ऑर्गेनाइज़ किया. सेकेंड एडिशन है ये, एंड वी एज द पार्टनर उत्तराखंड स्टेट, वी आर really happy to be partnering with this great initiative of yours, where you are not only awarding and rewarding these guys, but also appreciating the hard work that they've put in their life in such a small age. They are committed towards their goals, and that means a lot. आजकल I am a father of 2. I have a daughter and I have a son. और जैसे भी ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया जी कह रहे थे, मैं भी उनको 24 घंटे यही समझाता हूँ कि फ़ोन से थोड़ा सा दूर रहो. Be committed towards your goals. I tell them, listen, there's no replacement to hard work. There's no shortcut in life that you should adopt. Just follow the path, trust your instincts, trust your commitment, trust your talent, and it will make you reach places that you never even dreamt of. So it's hard. आज भी मैं struggle कर रहा हूँ दोनों को फ़ोन से थोड़ा दूर रखने के लिए. मिनिस्टर ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन वो हैं, लेकिन मैं उनके सामने ये नहीं बोल सकता था. तो इट्स ईजियर फॉर मी टू से इट राइट नाउ. बट मैं आज इस देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ इस मन से. और इसलिए भी कर रहा हूँ कि एक जो एनवायरनमेंट जो आज बना है हमारी युवा शक्ति को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए, एक ये जो पॉलिसी फ्रेमवर्क जो हमारे देश में नहीं हो पा रहा था, स्पोर्ट्स के प्रति, एजुकेशन के प्रति, आर्ट, लिटरेचर, जिस भी फील्ड में हम आज एक्सेल कर रहे हैं, अगर माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इस देश को एक सपना दिया है विकसित भारत का 2047 का, अगर माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने मेक इन इंडिया का एक कॉन्सेप्ट देश के सामने रखा था, अगर स्टार्टअप इंडिया का एक कॉन्सेप्ट देश के सामने रखा था, विकसित भारत का कॉन्सेप्ट देश के सामने रखा, तो सिर्फ एक कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं था, पिछले 11 साल पे उस पर लगातार पॉलिसी मेकिंग हुई है, और जिसका रिजल्ट आज देखने को मिल रहा है कि इंडिया टुडे इज द 4th biggest economy in the world. We have grown tremendously in last 11 years. From an economy of $2 trillion, we are technically now touching $4.17 trillion. It shows that in all fields we've excelled in last 11 years. मैं आपसे एक बात और कहना चाहूँगा, जितने भी यहाँ पर हमारे फ्यूचर बैठे हैं, जितने भी यहाँ पर यूथ हमारे फ्रेंड्स बैठे हैं, कि लाइफ में just an advice from I'm sure that it will help you to move forward in life, कि सबसे बड़ी चीज़ होती है कंसिस्टेंसी और रेपिटेशन, which is boring also. It's the most boring thing to do, but that's one thing that assures success in life. कंसिस्टेंसी जिसके पास होगी और जिसके पास कमिटमेंट होगा टुवर्ड इस गोल, वो कभी भी लाइफ में पीछे नहीं छूटेगा. इट मे टेक टाइम, यू मे फेल, you may not reach your mark as soon as you thought you will, but anyone who is consistent and anyone who is committed will always be at top. I can guarantee you that. मैंने एक चीज़ लाइफ में देखी है, बहुत सारे लोग बहुत जल्दी बोर हो जाते हैं कि मैंने ये 2 महीने करके देख लिया, मैंने ये 4 महीने करके देख लिया, 6 महीने करके देख लिया, लेकिन मुझे रिजल्ट नहीं मिला. I'll just give you a brief example. जो टॉप स्पोर्ट्समैन इन द कंट्री हैं, या टॉप एथलीट्स इन द कंट्री हैं, या टॉप स्पोर्ट्समैन एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड, They just get to perform 1 or 2 minutes at the Olympics or the national games or the Asian games. हम लोग उनके मेडल देखते हैं, हम लोग उनके अवार्ड्स देखते हैं, लेकिन हम लोग ये नहीं देखते कि उस 2 मिनट की परफॉर्मेंस के लिए they have trained for years consistently. Some people only get 9 seconds at Olympics to perform. But those 9 seconds cost them years and years of hard work. Those medals are not coming for free. It's a commitment that get them there. तो मेरा आप सबसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है, और मैं फिर ये बात इसलिए कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि आज के ज़माने में हम लोग शॉर्टकट बहुत जल्दी ढूंढते हैं, उसको मत ढूंढिएगा. पुट इन द हार्ड यार्ड्स. आपके अंदर बहुत एक अच्छा आई एम श्योर जो आपकी फैमिली आपको बैक करती है. व्हेन आई वाज प्लेइंग गोल्फ, उस वक्त गोल्फ का इतना क्रेज़ भी नहीं था, बट माई मदर वेंट आउट एंड सपोर्टेड मी इन ईच एंड एवरी डिसीजन आई टुक. माने शी ट्रैवल्ड विद मी, शी स्टेड इन द प्लेसेस वेयर शी वाज नॉट सपोज टू बी, बट शी नेवर गेव अप. She supported me throughout my sports career. It obviously helped me to perform, helped me that emotional support that I got, that encouragement that I got from her. So I'm sure कि आज आप लोग भी जहाँ पर हैं उसके बहुत बड़ा रोल आपके पेरेंट्स ने निभाया है. So as Jyotiraditya Sindha ji said, always value what your parents are doing for you. It's not for free. It's not their duty to do so. ये बहुत बार ऐसा लगता है कि ये तो हमारे माँ बाप की ड्यूटी है. बहुत कुछ वो भी सैक्रिफाइस कर रहे हैं आपको कुछ पहुँचाने के लिए, आपको कहीं पे ले जाने के लिए, आपके टैलेंट को नर्चर करने के लिए. सो प्लीज़ रिस्पेक्ट व्हाट योर पेरेंट्स आर डूइंग फॉर यू. नथिंग इन लाइफ कम्स फॉर फ्री. देयर लव, देयर डेडिकेशन टुवर्ड्स यू इज़ देयर ड्यूटी. आई एग्री, बट यू शुड ऑल्सो रेसिप्रोकेट दैट फीलिंग्स टुवर्ड्स देम. मैं आपसे ये रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ कि आप लोग लाइफ में कहीं भी हों, किसी भी पोस्ट पर हों, किसी भी मंजिल पर हों, डोंट फॉरगेट वेयर यू आर कमिंग फ्रॉम. बी रूटेड, बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट कीप्स यू गोइंग इन हार्ड टाइम्स. जब आदमी मुश्किल में होता है, जब आदमी परेशान होता है, सो द ओनली पर्सन ही लुक्स फॉरवर्ड टू इज़ द पर्सन आर द नियर एंड डियर वंस, जो आपके आसपास होते हैं, जो आपको सपोर्ट करते हैं, जो आपको आगे ले जाने में मदद करेंगे इन टफ टाइम्स. There'll not always be good times. There'll not always be times where you'll have hunky-dory times कि आपका सब कुछ अच्छा जा रहा है, सब कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है. But in those times, people who have the courage to stand up, in those times, people who have the courage to say no, I won't give up, are the people who always move forward. So always remember, never give up attitude gets you somewhere, and the people who are giving up in hard times will never succeed. मैं एक बात और कहूँगा, एज अ स्किल डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्टर इन उत्तराखंड, आई वॉज स्पीकिंग टू निपुर जी ऑन द स्टेज. आई विल ऑब्वियसली ट्राई कन्विंसिंग हर टू वर्क विद अस. दैट्स अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ श्री पुष्कर सिंह धामी जी. वीव ऑलवेज स्ट्राइव दैट आज की टेक्नोलॉजी पे, आज की नई टेक्निक्स पे, आज के कोर्सेज पे हम कहीं ना कहीं काम कर सकें. एंड आई विल बी हैप्पी टू टेल यू, in last 3 years, in our skill development, we've partnered with some of the top companies in India, like Tata Motors, with Schneider, with Philips, we've tied up with Ashok Leyland, and result is that we've established 13 center of excellences in Uttarakhand, where we're partnering with these top firms, and इनके साथ मिलकर हमारे बच्चों को हमने एक नई तरीके से काम करने का मौका दिया है, नई मशीन्स पे काम करने का मौका दिया है. वी मेड श्योर दैट दे मूव अलॉन्ग विद टाइम. व्हाट इज़ द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द डे, वी टीच देम दोज कोर्सेज. And the eventual result was the people who were getting employed at 10, 11, 12,000 rupees monthly, now working with these companies are getting a salary of 25 to 30,000 rupees every month. We are getting 100% employment done through these center of excellences. And this is the thought process that we worked on. Startup India is something that we want to push forward, because the Gen Z, as the previous speaker said, they have their dreams, they have their talent, but it has to be nurtured and has to be helped with finances. The Uttarakhand government, under the dynamic leadership of Shri Pushkar Singh Dhami ji, has set up a fund of 200 crores to support Startup India, and to make sure that our young people get the stage and the foundation where they can take their dreams forward. I'll be happy to tell you, in last 4 years, there are 1,444 startups that have come up in Uttarakhand, and they are doing really well. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का एक सपना है कि आप नौकरी मांगने वाले नहीं, नौकरी देने वाले बनिए. We as a state of Uttarakhand, we are called the Dev Bhumi, we are called the Veer Bhumi. We are following that trend. We are making sure that the migration problem Uttarakhand is solved under this government, and the youth of our state is obviously getting employed in our state, as well as making sure that the dreams are getting fulfilled by the state of Uttarakhand. I again thank the Times of India group for holding this event, appreciating the Unstoppable 21, rewarding them. See, awards जो है वो ज़्यादा मायने रखते हैं, appreciation ज़्यादा मायने रखता है, because everyone who is working hard is looking for that two very kind words, well done. That's what we look forward to. Awards मिलेंगे, आपको rewards भी मिलेंगे. Appreciation is the most important, and I thank Times of India Group and the jury members for selecting these Unstoppable 21. I wish you all the very best for your future. Just remember, in tough times, people who are hard, people who take good decisions, people who rely on their family, and people who are not scared of taking tough decisions will always go through. Thank you everyone, and wish you all the best for your future. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Uttarakhand.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. I request Nupur Behel, Head Skilling and Employment, Reliance Foundation, to come and share her thoughts.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Minister, Times of India leadership team, esteemed jury members, my dear friends, all the young people in the audience today, their family members, a big round of applause to all of you. On behalf of Reliance Foundation, it is my privilege today to join all of you in celebrating 21 unstoppables and remarkable young Indians in this room. This generation of Indians today is growing up in very different times. There was always change, but the pace of change that we are seeing now is really different from what it was in the past. There is a lot of acceleration of change. And what sets this cohort in the room today with us, apart from the previous generation, is really how at such a young age they're really an inspiration to so many of us. So when we heard of this partnership and we wanted to sort of come and partner with the Times of India group, this was a very exciting event, and I would like to congratulate their leadership team and the jury to actually put this event together, to actually cull out 21 inspiring individuals across the country to come together. I would just narrate a small anecdote. मैं आंगनवाड़ी में काम करती हूँ, तो आंगनवाड़ी हमारी देश में 3 से 5-6 साल के बच्चे वहाँ पे होते हैं, 3 to 6 years. और एक दिन मैं एक आंगनवाड़ी में काम करने गई, and there I saw a little girl, she was 5 years of age, and I wanted to, हम लोग खाना कर रहे थे, we were doing some activity, so there was hand washing time, and I opened the tap to wash my hands. She comes to me and she says, ma'am, wo water. And I didn't realize what she was saying. And then after a second, I realized she was asking me to turn the tap off, which, was not, my immediate thought. And that word, ma'am, water, has stayed in my mind all throughout. So every day, even till today, when I turn the tap on to wash my hands, I can hear that little girl come to me and tell me water. And I think that is really the power of youth, power of young people today to actually be our conscience keepers, to actually, come and sort of remind us of what, some of these values are. So thank you for doing that. It is very inspiring to see some very talented young people who've been chosen. We are very happy and excited to be a part of this journey, and particularly come and celebrate with the families in the room today, and, award all of you in your journeys. A little bit about our foundation. Reliance Foundation runs under the leadership of our chairperson, Srimati Neeta Ambani. We are committed to working with young people. There are a lot of initiatives that we undertake with young people. We run India's largest private scholarship program, where we are supporting students who are pursuing higher education. And these are some of the most talented students from the country that come. In sports, we are working at the grassroots to identify and nurture talents to meet India's dreams of becoming an Olympic champion, and that is something that your foundation is committed to. We are also working a lot in the early childhood education space, and we are focused on play-based learning and sort of really seeing how that can nurture young minds and take care of their future needs. Recently, we launched the Reliance Foundation Skilling Academy, where we are building an open and inclusive platform to equip young people with jobs of the future, because the jobs, the way we know them today, are going to really change in the future. Cumulatively, through our various efforts, we have impacted lives of about 28 million young people across the country in a very short span of time. While we've always said, and we say that often, that India is the youngest population, I think what truly matters, and I think this is what in the earlier discussions the ministers pointed out, it is how we make this life possible, and this is what the 21 young individuals remind us. Once again, I thank all of you, and I congratulate the 21 young inspiring individuals. We are very proud to celebrate with all of you, and we wish you all the success and happiness. Thank you.
Can I now request Minister Bahuguna back on stage, please? He, along with Nupur, will felicitate our distinguished jury members, starting with Professor Govind Rangarajan, Head, Indian Institute of Science. So if you could just come up, please. I would now request Sudha Raghunathan, leading Carnatic music exponent. A huge round of applause for her, please. Can I now request noted author, columnist Chetan Bhagat to come on stage, please? A huge round of applause for him as well. Request all of you to kindly stay back. Now is the time to felicitate all our 21 unstoppable winners. If you could just kindly. I would now request all the jury members to kindly felicitate our 21 unstoppable winners, the icons of excellence, perseverance, and innovation. And our first unstoppable is Surya Gayatri. She's catapulted to fame at 9 with her rendition of Hanuman Chalisa. The singer from Kerala has performed in multiple countries, including the US, UK, and Singapore. Surya Gayatri.
Shri Guru Charana Sarojara
Our next unstoppable is Dhinidhi Desingu. She was the youngest member of the Indian contingent at the 2024 Paris Olympics. She has smashed records and won 11 medals at the national games this year. Round of applause for Dhinidhi. Keep the claps going on. The applause, please. Next, we have Mayank Pandari, a gold medalist at the International Biology Olympiad and science prodigy. He's known for research in cancer biology, RNA therapeutics. He's now doing research on breast cancer. Mayank, please. A huge round of applause. Please put your hands together to welcome our next unstoppable Uttara Unikrishnan. She won the National Film Award for Best Female Playback Singer at age 10 for Azage. From the film Saivam, she is trained in Carnatic, Hindustani classical, jazz, rhythm and blues. Next, we have Tanvi Patri. She was Asian Under-15 badminton singles champions in 2024 at the age of 13 years. She won her first Under-8 title in 2018 in China, and in the following year won 8 titles across age categories. Tanvi Patri. Our next unstoppable is Krisha Janaswamy, a cancer researcher. She developed a self-test device for cervical cancer that was top 5 at IIT Bombay's Biohackathon, and she's now patent filed and funded by ICMR. Yeah, can we... This room lacks a little bit of enthusiasm. Can we please have the applause going for the next? Our next unstoppable, Anirban Roy, a flautist trained in Hindustani and Western classical music. He has received global recognition, including Asian African Award for Music Excellence. Anirban.
The least we can do is to applaud them. Can we keep the applause going, please? That's the way to go. Show we are all Indians.
Next, we have Austin Ajit. Austin has written 10 books on animals and environment at the age of 11, channeling his passion for conservation and creating awareness about climate and environment. Can we have the claps going on? A huge round of applause for Austin. Now presenting our next unstoppable, Ridan Jain, founder of a global publishing platform, Ritz World Publishing. He has authored 5 books and helped 28 kids become authors. He holds 6 Asian and national records. A huge round of applause for Ridan Jain. Congratulations, Ridan. We can have the claps going on. Next, we have Anushka Jolly. At 13 years, she became the youngest entrepreneur to secure funding on Shark Tank India for her anti-bullying initiative, Kavach. She has also won the PM Rashtriya Bal Puraskar. Anushka Jolly. Our next unstoppable is Anirudh Nautiyal from Vadodara. He has created a robotic bomb disposable arm named Venom. This pioneer of youth-led defense tech in India has been lauded by PM Modi. Our next unstoppable is Stephen Samuel Devasi, a drumming prodigy who has performed with the likes of A.R. Rahman and Shivamani. He blends Indian percussion forms with Western rhythms. Stephen Samuel. Our next unstoppable is a very special one. She's just 5 years old, Anvi Vishesh Agarwal from Bhubaneswar. She's a big round of applause for Avni, please. She's just 5 years and already an unstoppable. Keep the applause going on. She's a TEDx speaker, Guinness record holder, and an artist. Anvi uses her creativity to champion social causes and was nominated for the Nelson Mandela Leadership Award at Oxford. Can we have a round of applause for this 5-year-old? Thank you so much, Anvi. Indeed, we are proud of you. Next, we have Sayam Mazumdar, the social activist and India's youngest snake rescuer. Sayam is also an avid mountaineer and has won the PM Rashtriya Bal Puraskar Award. Round of applause for Sayam Mazumdar. Next, we have Jia Doshi, the unstoppable. She's a young author and poet. She has written 3 acclaimed books and won the International Exceller Under 18 Writers Award and Golden Book Awards this year.
None of this would have been possible without my mom and my dad. They made all my dreams come true. And I want to call them to the stage because this is their moment as much as it is mine. Can they please come on stage?
Kindly come on stage, as we are very proud of you and your daughter for the support that you've given to her. Jia Doshi and her parents are here. Kindly come on stage. Indeed, as we heard the minister say, parents are very important. They are the ones who sacrifice so much for who we are today. A big round of applause for all the parents, not just hers, but all the parents present here. Indeed, you've done a fabulous job. Thank you so much. And now we have some winners who could not join us in person, and their awards will be collected by their representative. Starting with Anmol Kar. She led the Indian women's team to its maiden gold at the 2024 Badminton Asian Team Championship. By 12, she had clinched the Under-17 All India ranking title. Anmol Kar. Next, we have Aditya Kumar Jha from Bombay. This teen innovator is making low-cost AI-powered diagnostic tools for early liver disease and cancer detection that are accessible to all. Aditya Kumar Jha. Next, we have Vaibhav Shaukin from Delhi. Collaborating with Stanford researchers, he helped develop a machine learning tool to diagnose schistosomiasis, a parasitic infection prevalent in some African countries. Vaibhav Shaukin, we have a representative to collect the award. Can we have a round of applause for Vaibhav Shaukin, please? Congratulations to Vaibhav. Indeed, that's a nice gesture, Minister. Thank you so much for doing that. Our next unstoppable is Isha Singh. She became India's youngest national champion in 10 meters air pistol at the age of 13. She has since bagged many world and Asian medals and emerged as one of India's brightest shooters. Please put your hands together to welcome Isha Singh. A representative will be collecting the award. Next, we have Samad Chitta, the Unstoppable, a podcaster and author. He has published 2 books and turned childhood curiosity into an online platform that helps kids explore careers, ideas, and news. Samad Chitta from Bangalore. And our last but not the least Unstoppable Award goes to Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Most of you have heard this name in the IPL. He's the youngest IPL debutant and record-breaking centurion from Bihar, who stunned the world with a 35-ball 100 and a strike rate of over 200, earning praise as the future of Indian cricket. A big round of applause for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Thank you, jury and the guests. You can take your seat. What a powerful showcase of vision, resilience, and impact. These aren't just achievers, they are architects and future. And today they take their well-deserved place in the Unstoppable 21 Hall of Fame. We will now launch the Unstoppable 21 Anthem. I would actually request Nupur and Minister Bahuguna to come on stage, please, for the launch of the Unstoppable 21 Anthem. This anthem is a musical rendition that captures and celebrates the spirit of an unstoppable India. The anthem sees the coming together of a group of brilliant young artists, each with their own exceptional talent. The anthem was composed by noted Bollywood composer Shantanu Moitra, directed by Parashar Barua, and its lyrics were penned by Tanveer Ghazi. Can we have the launch? For this anthem. I would now request all the winners and the jury to kindly come on stage for a group photograph. I would request all the Unstoppable winners to kindly come on stage, along with our jury, distinguished guests and jury, to come on stage for a group photograph, please. Now let's move on to the moment we've been waiting for and enjoy some special performances by some of these unstoppables, starting with our singer from Kerala, Surya Gayatri. A round of applause for Surya Gayatri as she comes and performs for us. Please put your hands together and welcome Surya Gayatri.
स्वामीनाथ परिपालयाशु मां स्वामीनाथ परिपालयाशु मां स्वामीनाथ परिपालयाशु मां स्वामीनाथ परिपालयाशु मां स्वप्रकाश वल्लीश गुरुगुहदेव सेनेश 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 स्वामीनाथ परिपालयाशु कामजनक भारतीश सेवित कामजनक भारतीश सेवित कामजनक भारतीश सेवित कामजनक भारतीश सेवित कार्तिकेय नारदादि भावित कामजनक भारतीश सेवित कार्तिकेय नारदादि भावित वामदेव पार्वती वामदेव पार्वती सुकुमार वामदेव पार्वती सुकुमार वामदेव पार्वती सुकुमार वामदेव पार्वती सुकुमार वारिजास सम्मोहिताकार वामदेव पार्वती सुकुमार वारिजास सम्मोहिताकार कामितार्थ वितरण निपुण चरण कामितार्थवितरण निपुणचरण काव्यनाटकालङ्कारभरण भूमिजलाग्निवायु गगनकिरण बोधरूप नित्यानन्दकरण कामितार्थवितरण निपुणचरण काव्यनाटकालङ्कारभरण भूमिजलाग्निवायु गगनकिरण बोधरूप नित्यानन्दकरण सा रिगमपनि पपममरिरि सरि सा रिगमपनि पपममरिरि सरि सा रिसा 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 रिगमपनि पपममरिरि सरि सा मगमपनि पमगमरिरि सनि सरि गम पगम पसानि पमरिरि सा रिसनि पसानि पमनि पमरिरि सरि गम पदनि सरि सनि पमरि सा रिस सनि नि पममरिरि सनि सरि समग पमनि पसनि रिसमरि सनि प रिसनि पमगमरि सनि स्वामिनाथ परिपालयाशु मां स्वप्रकाश वल्लीश गुरुगुहदेव सेनेश स्वामिनाथ परिपालयाशु
Indeed, that was such a splendid performance. Next, we have a performance by Uttara Unnikrishnan, a trained Carnatic singer from Chennai, performing on Azage Billie Jean mashup. Can we have a huge round of applause for Uttara Unnikrishnan, please?
A beauty queen from a movie scene. I said I don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who dance on the floor and around. She said I am the one who dance on the floor and around. She told me her name was Billie Jean. If she caused a scene, then every head turned with eyes that dreamed of being the one who dance on the going around. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do, 'cause a lie becomes the truth. Hey, hey, hey. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. She says I am the one, but the kid is not my son. குயிலிசையது பாடிட ஸ்வரவரிசைகள் தேவையா? மயில் நடனங்கள் ஆடிட ஜதி ஒலிகளும் தேவையா? நதி நடந்தே சென்றிட வழித்துணைதான் தேவையா? கடலலையது பேசிட மொழி இலக்கணம் தேவையா? இயற்கையோடு இணைந்தால் உலகம் முழுதும் அழகு. கவலையாவும் மறந்தால் இந்த வாழ்க்கை முழுதும் அழகு. கமதனிசா நிதிசா கமதனிசா கரிசா. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do, 'cause a lie becomes the truth. Hey, hey, hey. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. She says I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Janu takadi, mere sani paga mari sa. Janu takadi, madani paga madani sa. Janu takadi, madani re sani madani ba. Tagada jam ta janu takata janu takadi, madani re sani madani ba. Tagada jam ta janu takata janu takadi, madani re sani madani ba. Tagada jam ta janu takadi. Thank you.
Wasn't that just so awesome? A huge round of applause once again for Uttara Unikrishnan, please. A huge round of applause. We have the final performance. We'll now witness a breathtaking jugalbandi between flautist Anirban Roy and our drummer boy from Chennai, Stephen Samuel Devasi, performing for us Fusion on Rag Hams Dhwani. Can we have a round of applause for Anirban and Stephen, please? was both fascinating as well as captivating. Thank you so much, Anirban and Stephen, for this performance. And that, ladies and gentlemen, draws us to the close of this magnificent ceremony. I would now request Kaustav Chatterjee, Director, TOI Brand, to come up for the closing remarks.
Good afternoon, everybody. I wish all Monday mornings began with this kind of energy. World would have been... Yeah, sure. Can you hear me? Yeah, great. Absorbing, powerful, riveting, talented, creative, inventive, any kind of adjectives in this are surely going to fail. This is the dance of life and creation at its finest. And I'm deeply, deeply impressed again in season 2 to see this kind of talent. All of you Unstoppable 21s, congratulations once again. It's fascinating what you're doing in your respective fields, and full confidence and kudos to you that you'll continue to be trailblazers like this, and to your family members and your representatives who are here. I think this journey for us also has been very fascinating. Many of those who have not made it to the Unstoppable 21s, and like Vikas earlier talked about it, in a country like ours, there are so many, so much talent, so much going on. This gives us a way to acknowledge that, that dance of life and creativity. Girija Kumar Mathur is a name many of you would not know. He's a Hindi poet and author, and he had got inspired by We Shall Overcome and written the song Hum Honge Kamyab. And he retired as a deputy director in Doordarshan, I think in around 1978. When we were conceptualizing this initiative, and I have to thank Shantanu Moitra, who is not with us here, in Parashar and all that, we thought that there could be no other song that epitomizes the spirit of what we are trying to do. And Man mein hai agar hausla, hum honge kamyab. And this is the spirit of a resurgent India. This century, this time is ours, and so we shall see this spirit live on. I really want to thank, on behalf of TOI and BCCL, Union Minister of Communication and Development of the Northeast Region, Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia, who came, graced us with his presence, spoke so eloquently. Ms. Nupur Bahal, Head of Skilling and Employment, Reliance Foundation. Shri Saurabh Bahuguna, he had to leave. It's election time apparently, and again thank him for being here and giving his words of wisdom. He is Minister of Animal Husbandry, Fisheries, Skill Development and Employment in Uttarakhand. Professor Govindan Rangarajan, Head of Institute of Science. Madam Sudha Raghunathan, you're a leading Carnatic music exponent. Chetan Bhagat, who's here with us, who was here with us, I can't see him, maybe he's just stepped out. Of course, noted author and columnist. And Rohan Verma, who's not here, who is CEO of MapMy India. Pulela Gopichand, our Indian badminton head coach, who's not here with us. And Ashish Dhawan, who's the founder and CEO of the Convergence Foundation. Thank you, jury members. You've been with us on this journey last season as well as this season. And I thank you. Your journey in going through all the nominations and selecting the winners would not have been easy and would have been very fascinating, I'm sure. And with that, I thank all the children here, everybody who's here, parents, Unstoppable 21 again. Thank you. Keep the torch blazing. Let's see what else we see from you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaustav. What a day. 21 bold visions, 21 remarkable journeys, all unstoppable. But beyond these trophies and titles, what unites these winners is the power of persistence. No dream is too big, no obstacle too high, and no limit unbreakable if you choose to keep going. A big thank you to our eminent jury members and our partners who made this edition of Unstoppable 21 possible. All of you have been a wonderful audience. Until next time, stay inspired, stay unstoppable. Please join us for lunch in the lawn area. Thank you once again for being here.
Everyone, the lunch is in the basement, not in the lawns. Please head to the basement for your lunch.